Happy ACLU. Secular holiday to all of you. This is Fred Joyer along with Mike Horn. And, far be it for me to complain about, the ACLU and the secular movement in America. We have bigger fish to fry here right now.
We got a lot to go through today,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, we do, and we are never going to come close to all of it. But what's really interesting now is we've seen very beautifully, I might add, the great collapse of Herman Cain under the weight of criticism and also under the weight of what appears to be, factual little picadillos that he's kept from us. No matter what you say, I always believe that when you vet somebody, it's fair play.
Yes, it is fair play.
I want to know if Herman Cain is a jackass, and he is.
Yeah, you want to find.
And he's not competent. He's a far cry from being presidential, and I don't care if it's 9-9 plan. Is it 999?
999.
It's 39. It's 27. Yeah. So whatever he's got working for him in that regard, it was a one-legged dog, in a toboggan race, and as we all know. Those one-legged dogs don't go very far.
So he's out now.
He's Mike.
Yeah.
So he's Mike. So he's gone, Mike. And so what we have now is that it's down to a two-person race, two-man race. A question I have would be is how long do we think the Tea Party right of center political base, conservative base in America is going to be patient with Newt and Mitt before they swing over to Santorum and Bachmann?
So you think, now let's just think this through, because the Tea Party, everybody tries to equate the Occupy Wall Street as the same as the Tea Party. That is so far from the truth. The Tea Party, we haven't heard from them. They're very quiet. They're like the silent majority, and you're thinking they're going to rear up here in just a second and say, wait, we want a true conservative in there. You don't think Newt is that true conservative?
Well, he's not a true conservative. He is espousing conservative rhetoric.
Right.
His message is clearly aimed at the conservative side of the Republican Party.
That base of the party, yeah.
I think it's a good message. Again, as I said last week, we talked about the town that hires the evil guy to come in and get rid of Liberty Valance, and how pristine do you want your warriors and the people that you hire to get rid of the evil?
Right.
And it says an awful lot about, the town. Sometimes the town's not worth fighting for. And so I think what you're going to find here is that Newt, although has many flaws politically and probably maybe personally and maybe character equivocations over the years and decades, he's still probably the best guy to handle this specific job. And so if the base decides to throw a tantrum and say, well Newt isn't moral enough for us, we're going to have to, now what are we going to do? I think the base that has already clearly shown itself not to jump aboard Romney is going to, as these debates go on, and certainly after the first 2 years, the January 2nd and 3rd, when they go to Iowa, to New Hampshire, to South Carolina, Florida, and so forth and so on, and when they start to unfold this, and people now start to come out and say, okay, now I'm going to vote. Now I see the tendency. I don't like Newt. I'm going to go to Santorum. I don't like Mitt. I'm going to go to Newt. And those types of things, I think you're going to start to see that jockeying position. So to answer your question, I believe it was a question.
Yes.
It was, where is the Tea Party? Yeah. I think the Tea Party is always been there, and it is there, and it's incarnate in all of the mothers and the women and all the ground roots of these primaries that are now going to start to come out and make their feelings heard. And my question is, will Newt withstand the criticism? Because there's a lot of criticism coming his way. I know what his website says. He explains everything. It'll be interesting to see if he steps in it. And how he gets himself out of it.
What's on his website? You say you know what it says. And
he explains all the past transgressions.
of him.
He's got his daughter there explaining, the fact that he punched his wife in the stomach when he went to the hospital and
right.
served her with papers and got her in a headlock and an Indian head burn and all these things that we've been told happened and did not happen. So there's a lot of things out there, a lot of flack out there that tells you that there's the propaganda, the great grinding wheel, as I say it,
yes.
is grinding away, and it's got Newt in its sights. And my question is, in answer to your query as to where the Tea Party is, is how long will the base be patient with the two frontrunners before they swing their votes towards Santorum and Bachmann? Those are the two likely people. There's 4 people in here that have an opportunity.
Bachmann,
I think so.
And
yeah. Now you talk about conservatives.
Yes.
I think the most conservative is Bachmann and Santorum.
I think you're right.
Okay. Then it probably goes to Newt. Then the fourth and the last one, and there's a statistic here that's really interesting. I would like to read it to you. I hate stats and stuff, but I mean, this is really what it is.
Romney seems to be the least.
Romney is down. Why? Perception of his ideology, his record as a Massachusetts governor, 71% say he is moderate to liberal. 71% of the base right now say he's moderate to liberal.
Wow, that's
left
big.
Of center. We always talk left of center. He is not committed to conservative belief, and he does not, and this is very key, advocate conservatism, capital A, capital C. He does not advocate like Ronald Reagan did. He believed in conservatism. He believed in America. There's a huge criticism out there about him, and that's why he hovers around 25%. Newt comes out and says, "Look, I have experience. I'm a good debater. I know history. I know American history. I know what has to be done here, and I'm not claiming I'm the best person in the world. I'm a human being, but at the same time, I know how to work this machinery. I know how to do this. Give me a shot to do it." And people right now are saying, "Okay, you're the guy." They're going to load up behind him and see how he goes through the holiday season and how he goes into the first round of the primaries and the caucuses. And what's fun is Iowa's a caucus, so all of the people there, the grassroots level, have been working on this for a year. They're all primed and ready to go. Those folks, the moms, I guess you would say, the conservative mothers on the Frank Luntz show, when Hannity had them on, I think about a week ago, had this to say, and that was that those women, those conservative women, were pretty much in concert about supporting Newt right now, because they thought that he's the best guy to handle the machinery at hand. So we're going to see what's going to happen here, but there's a lot going on here that is starting to unfold, and it's going to be a crazy Christmas, and the ACLU, secular holiday is going to bring it all to you.
It's going to get it.
And so we're going to get into all this stuff when we come back.
Can we talk about Donald Trump too? It's going to be maybe.
You can talk about anything you want to talk about.
Good.
And we're going to talk about all that stuff when we come back. Don't go away. I'm Fred Dreyer along with Michael Horn. We are on the CRN Cable News broadcast.